Oh, hello my friends. The time has come. It's time to talk about Bixby. The terrible assistant from Samsung that is being touted as the smartest, best, and most assistive type of home automation assistant. And I have to say, from the adverts, I actually thought it worked really well because I even saw videos of other YouTubers using Bixby and really having a good go of it and actually successing in speaking to this device. I did not have success. I absolutely hate this little bugger and I hate that side button and I just cannot get over how useless it is so far. But let's talk about it. Let's go into detail because there is some good things. It's not all bad. First of all, Bixby came a lot later than the actual arrival of the phone. You can see my review in the bottom here of the S8. A very good phone in general, just if you TLDR, I suppose. Very good phone, best of the Samsung lineup. Much better than the iPhone X, which I will do a video about. I swear I will talk about it. But this phone came with Bixby a lot later. I think it was a huge mistake for Samsung to even try and release it later. I mean, if you released it on time with this, people might have actually used it. There would have been some interest around it. Instead, they released a pretty shoddy type of flipboard that Google already had created for their lineup of Android OSs. And I just felt it was useless. I completely turned it off and I did not use it. Now we've got Bixby. First of all, it came out in America, then about a month or two later, came out in Australia. And it's been out in Australia for quite a while. In fact, it's already had like 3 or 4 updates to it. And that's what I thought would actually make it better, because when I first used it, I said, holy crap, this is terrible, absolutely horrendous assistant. Should I review it? No, because I'm just gonna tread all over it. Let's just wait a little bit, give it some time, let it update, because I saw American people having a good go with it. Maybe it was my accent, maybe because Australia, just Australian people in general, haven't used it enough to create a database or that, AI learning that it does. But, 2 months after that, Bixby is still pretty much in its early development, doesn't feel polished at all, and maybe that is why it's so annoying and crappy, but it's very, very bad. So let's have some tests, let's have a chat to Bixby, let's see what it can do. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt because everybody's experience will be a little bit different, especially with my accent. I've got a mixture of all sorts of accents. I speak really weirdly sometimes. I have had comments on it a lot. So Bixby has a hard time understanding me sometimes, but I bet you, as Moore's law goes, Murphy's law, or whichever law it is that is, if I say something to Bixby right now, it should work. So, alright, let's do some testing with Bixby and let's talk about the issues of Bixby. I'm gonna now get this in front of the camera so you guys can see everything and let's get into it. Alright, well, let's have a look at this. Bixby is an assistant. It's supposed to assist you with a lot of things. So let's say I want to turn the Wi-Fi off. So, here we go. Hey Bixby, turn the Wi-Fi off. Nope, okay. Let's try it again. Hey Bixby, turn the Wi-Fi off. As you can see, what it will actually do is go through the phone, go to your Wi-Fi and actually switch it off. And look, that's an amazing feature. The ability that the assistant can actually go through your phone and actually use the apps in it. It's a lot different than Google, which can only use a certain amount of apps or a certain type of apps. So let's try something else. This is what I really tried to use a lot in my day-to-day life. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. Okay. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. I'm pretty sure I did not say that. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. I'm holding on. What did I get the 10XP for? What sort of shit is this? Giving you a moment? Do I really care?
It's these little simple things that you try to do with Bixby that are absolutely terrible. You know, you can't see me over camera, but I am furious right now. This is the sort of stuff I've been struggling with for a long time. Let's try it again. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. Like literally my face is just here and I still can't get it to pop up. Hey Bixby, navigate to work. Hey Bixby, hey Bixby. This is, frustrating piece of crap. So, okay, let's use the button because it's just gonna get super frustrating. Please navigate to work. Hey, it got my words really well. And let's turn up that volume. Navigate to work.
Looks like I'm not able to do that.
Why not? The most basic thing you cannot do? Are you crapping me? Seriously? Alright, whatever, fine. Hey Bixby. Okay, fine, whatever. Hey Bixby, open up my last photo. Let's hope it's not a nude. Okay, it's a receipt.
Here it is.
Thank you very much. Hey Bixby. Oops. Hey Bixby, what's my day looking like?
Okay, I've opened calendar.
Now if I said okay Google and asked it, it would actually spit it out and tell me what I'm doing today. But in fact, it did not. Let's try something else. Hey Bixby, play YouTube videos. Oh, right. Okay. So just went to YouTube and played a YouTube video. Okay, no, look, that's fine. Maybe I can ask it something specific. Let's go. Hey Bixby, please play Patrick Lazar's YouTube channel videos. Okay, well, again, my voice is probably not the best to test this out on, but I have to say, that out of all the people in the world, I'm probably not the only one having trouble with Bixby. That's not what I want. I'm gonna close off all those videos because they're still playing because YouTube Red can play in the background, which is absolutely frustrating. But let's try something else. Hey Bixby, turn on the flashlight. There it is.
I've turned it on.
Hey Bixby, turn off the flashlight. Hey Bixby, turn off the flashlight. Yep, it works.
Okay,
There's
the
some simple
flashlight's
things that really work, well, quite nicely. Hey Bixby. Hey Bixby. Hey Bixby. Hey Bixby. Hey Bixby, turn on the calculator.
Sure, here it is.
Fantastic. But what's the point of having a hands-free type of assistant without being able to go into maps while you are driving? Let's try something else. Hey Bixby. Hey Bixby. Text Cass to say hello. That's not what I said.
Here's what I found on the web.
Guys, I think you are getting an idea of what's happening here. It's very, very, very fragile. It does a very minimal amount of things, and those things that it does do aren't very useful day to day. Google's assistant is a lot better, a lot more useful, and actually, while it's not this AI learning thing, it does things that are actually just plain useful. Something that you'll use an assistant for. Hey Bixby, what time is it?
All right, it's 12:45 p.m.
That's pretty easy. Hey Bixby, what's 10 times 20?
All right, I'm ready to calculate.
What's 10 times 20?
It's 200.
100. It is definitely to 100.
Well, friends, I think you got the gist of what Bixby is like for me. It's pretty darn horrendous. I absolutely love this phone. I love everything about it except the Bixby button and just Bixby in general. It has no use for me. And in fact, if you watched my Google home review, you'd see that I actually found a good use of it. Bixby just doesn't do the things I want it to do. My main use would be to have it on the dash while I'm driving and ask it to navigate to places, give it an address, and do it itself. Maybe even text my wife to tell her, hey, I'm running late, or hey, I'm at the pub with the boys, in a nice way saying I'm staying late at work. It's these things that really make an assistant useful, somebody that understands what you're saying. And Bixby, maybe just for Australia, maybe just for me, is not doing it. It is the most frustrating thing I've ever had to review to this day. To be honest, it was a pain. I really hated it, and when I made some notes about it, I just went on and on about it, and then I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put all this video together of all this crap that I found about it. I'm just gonna do it live. I'm gonna show you the insane frustration with Bixby. Don't bother with it. It's crap. It's absolute crap. And Samsung, you have absolutely failed and not brought what you promised. Sure, there's gonna be a Samsung rep that's gonna watch this and they're gonna send me a message. Hey, but you're using it wrong. It's supposed to be used for switching off Wi-Fi. I can do that a lot quicker. You've got apps in here that you can download that do automatic Wi-Fi turn off and switching when you go into a certain area via your GPS. That stuff is useful. Bixby is not. But let's do it again in 12 months. I will review Bixby again. I'm gonna give it that one last chance to see if it has gotten any better in Australia once there are more updates. I already waited 2 months before I did this. I already skipped that line of everybody left, right, and center doing it on YouTube. I skipped ahead because I thought, hey, there'll probably be more updates and I could give it probably a positive review, but I couldn't. One of the worst AIs out there, in my opinion, in my usability. I spent a long time trying to figure it out. It just doesn't do a lot of the things that I promised. In fact, when I try to open that Maps, it actually used to tell me that Maps isn't installed. Now it just tells me you can't do it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you avoid Bixby like the plague, and I'll catch you in another video. Subscribe, give us a thumbs down, give us a thumbs down if you don't like it. Tell me why, I want to know. And we'll see you in another video. Tell me your voice password.